Okay, and welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Shadow Empire and our self-imposed challenge of Fear of Walking on the Cerberus map. Due to accidentally clicking starting the next turn, we are partially into turn on this part. But after clicking through very quickly, we're at the beginning of round 57. We did see that some of the non-aligned made a dash for the city here. We'll hold the city with the HQ, run up some guys. You're gonna, I do want to keep taking this stuff down here. Not able, without backtracking, I'm not able to take that road, so we're gonna have to bring this guy back to take the road. As much as I want to take that territory, we'll just have to hold off for a smidge. And of course, now we've got a bunch of very terrified citizens here because they got up really close to the city. Granted, it's more of a village than a city at this moment, but they got uncomfortably close for the locals.
Order received.
Oh, and I need a governor. Got another advisor and accidentally assigned the guy who probably should have made the governor to be the advisor.
Roger that. Roger that.
So he's probably the senior. He's 56. Probably go with the less experienced but
Roger that.
more likely to improve person. Let's take the small one.
Yes, sir.
Don't want to raise stuff too
Roger
much.
that.
None there.
Yes, sir.
Well, I don't really want either of those choices. We'll take heart.
Roger that.
Okay, colonists, workers.
Roger that.
Railhead's done. Truck has done. So we'll start
Roger
cycling
that.
facility. Here, loyalty's above 50. Happiness is well above 50. So let's call... Oh, I don't have the political power. We're out of political power. So I'm going to have to hold off on that because we just don't have the political power. Okay, I wanted to do a multi-connection off here, but there's that guy in the way. And that's... Well, we can do the attack. Right? That's probably not the smartest attack, but it'll probably work. Because you're seeing the devastation as the Galactic Republican tanks there. Holding the heavy work. 5 landed hits each. Versus the infantry, they're doing like 1. Granted, the infantry are doing the kills, but the tanks are just landing hits. Reliably landing hits. And then back here over here. We're over 50, the loyalty's over 50. I really want to give it a little bit more because the worker loyalty, for example, or the worker happiness is over 50. And we're only barely increasing. Because apparently they're still considered to have high unrest. Oh, and I don't have the political power anyway, so that needs to wait. At least a turn. Construction report. Railhead's done, that's good. Oh, I suppose my storage facilities actually finished last turn, so I could have been expanding them already. More ammo, more food, more water?
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then we do have a free folk mortar tank here. These should be pretty easy to deal with, even just regular infantry. Coming up real close on the high-tech industry being done. Resident scanner is running a little bit slower. I am going to still try to finish it, because then we can start trying to discover walker hydraulics. Which is basically going to be the upgrade to the militia for walking into the mountains. This is an end turn. Nothing interesting happening yet. Okay, I think that's the Mercanteers up there. The Mercanteer sadly did not come quite enough into the plains that we can actually encircle it with the motorized yet. We have one decision awaiting us, round 56. Side skirts, heavy armor army. Oops. Wasn't what I tried to do, I meant to click there. Okay, of course the tank continues to cut off my road. This is, of course, sending that danger sky high. Plus 11 more danger that turn.
Roger that.
Three have good odds for the attack, but we'll hold off one more turn. Worst case scenario, will be pushed away from the city. Wants to keep moving. Yeah, upgrade the capital to major city.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think for both of these, it's time to re-establish taxes. Yeah. Or in this case, establish taxes for the first time. Regular zone. Colonist recruits.
Copy that.
And then over here, call you up, same sort of thing. Zone orders. Regular zone. Already had colonist recruits, so that's fine. Okay, so I think hopefully we'll deal with him next turn. We do have a rail connection. Let's like to raise an independent up here. Though anything big, apparently, we can't afford to transport. Though, medium armor is within our transport budget there. Yeah, medium armor's in the budget. Is heavy armor in the budget? Not quite, but we can most of the heavy armor up there. Right, so to get 30 or 50 up there. And this has an anti-tank gun, so bringing something in, that'd be really good tank-wise. Okay, yeah, let's bring up Metalhead. Obviously queue up the replacements while we're thinking about it. So it's just a matter of the logistics getting it up there. We'll even so go far as to attach you to the local command. This will be these guys' mobile anti-tank gun for blowing the tank up. Sounds like a plan. Now, we're running a little on money, so we should sell... Oh, that's a decent price for the metal. Sell a bunch of metal. Yeah, thinking we're going to either get high-tech next turn or the turn after. They're cutting a road, but that's a less important road. So at that point, those guys have pretty much screwed themselves because I can now encircle them with the motorized. They don't have the mountains in their back anymore. They attacked us, we held, we killed 100 infantry, 2 decisions around 59. We didn't get our government promise, that's a bit of a shame.
Do it now! Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. Okay guys, you can calm down, the danger's in the rear view mirror. So we set up to recruit colonists here. Did we actually get any? No, we haven't adapted them enough. So I think we got like 2% of normal recruitment, which is less than a recruit. Note Grun. Get 5 fist, but that's a pretty high goal. Soldier percent of his subjects is not something I'm going to agree to, because that's just too high. We'll agree to the happiness. I don't really want the commerce. And we're taking pretty quick for... No, but we still want the spread, because we still want to get the Goth small arms. Still looking for one more. Actually, we're only looking for one more. It probably makes sense to go 50-50. Like, it's a very important thing. It's the gun upgrade. It's like, really want the gun upgrade, but at the same time,
Roger that.
it's maybe not the highest priority in the world.
Roger that. Roger that.
I did get around... Oh, I haven't upgraded the turret. Okay, so the next time they... You know what? We know it's not doing anything, so I should just call it up and tell it to do something.
Standing
Model
by.
designer, model
Yes,
design,
sir.
please. We're gonna do the bigger truck. So instead of the light diesel engine, give me all the engine power.
Yes,
I think
sir.
we got the petrol to handle it. And some more action points on these trucks will be good for driving around the deserts. We've got the unrest under control here, so I should probably actually free up our reconnaissance assets that we're leaving in the garrison here. And then probably look for some militia to come to hold the garrison. As soon as the rest is down here, we'll probably send them off. Like, this is at the point where I don't think the garrison's really helping much, so can we do a strategic move? Like 2 over? Yeah. Then we move the tanks out. Granted, we already designed the next generation of tanks, so at this point we're just sort of... We're punching down, that's what we're going for. So it's like, that's our priority. Low grade or high. The new ones are better than the old ones. They're better enough that they're worth the higher cost. They're maybe not better enough to warrant scrapping the old ones. It's mostly a firepower increase. Victory-wise, we're definitely sneaking up on number 2 or number 1 again, just because I think we have the highest population growth out of everyone with the three cloning facilities. Okay, around 60. We got lots of decisions. 5 decisions. We did get the happiness where we promised, so that's good. There's the high-tech industry coming in. There's the truck upgrade. Oh, the siege stuff finished. That's good to see. Favoring research still.
Copy
That
that.
makes sense. Next one is deep core mining. So that is
Copy that.
petrol from the ground. It's the industrial petrol from the ground. Yeah, heavy infantry. Probably not going to use it, but we'll have it. Scrap the metal Jojo or keep it. Keep it, we're getting recruits per turn, which is probably what.
Yes, sir.
Granted, that was a situation where all the options are not the option I really want, because they're raising profiles that I don't want. Almost taking all the runes back here. So next turn we'll grab those last 2, and then we'll start searching them. Those poor marauders are about to have a very bad day. Oh yeah, yeah. I just first combat round, like most of them are dead. Very bad day. Still in the low mountains. I think the tanks have a little bit of mobility in the low mountains. Wheeled is 50, tracked is 40. Yeah. So to be fair, if my trucks were better, my trucks would probably have a little bit in there as well. I suppose that is what we just did. It was just to get a bunch of better trucks. Do I want to field a bunch of better trucks? It'll be a while before they get shipped out to the troops, but yeah, let's go ahead and grab a whole brigade worth of trucks upgrade. What we'll do is we'll have them in the thing, so if we lose any trucks, they can get shipped out. Once I can get these guys back to the railroad, we'll probably do replace, which will keep the XP of the unit, but we'll replace, basically give them a new vehicle to drive.
Roger that.
Okay, how goes the construction of the government building? No delays. That's good. wasn't what I was expecting, but it's nice to be pleasantly surprised every once in a while.
Yes, sir.
Because we have the tanks going, we are actually going through the petrol faster than we
Yes,
make
sir.
it. Which maybe doesn't surprise me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Don't really need any more road right now. Let's go ahead and cycle that turn. And then we'll go check to see if we got any archaeological sites in the northern city in the next turn. Here we go, round 61. We have 3 decisions. Volcanic energy tapping is nice. Automated factory. It's almost an instant play.
Yes, sir.
Okay, here is probably... Actually, it definitely is. Doing the polymer armor. The polymer armor is a requirement for the heavy combat armor. That's why we're doing it. We do probably for government. At least enforcement is suppressed by government. Strat card. We may find out real quickly whether or not we've got anything in here.
Copy that.
And we now know there's nothing in there.
Roger that.
Manufactured down. We got the grav collector. Oh, interesting. Why did you not... Why did you not get enough fuel? Definitely had it to send. Maybe just fuel issues. Okay. Okay, so the tanks can go into low mountains. The high mountains hit the point where wheeled just can't go, tracked just can't go. Walkers can, so that's why we need walkers to get into the high mountains here. I was playing by my self-imposed rules, and they are self-imposed, to be fair. We're not allowed to use anything that doesn't have a motor for professional army. So the foot troops, in theory, could go in there perfectly fine, but unless they're militia, I'm foreboding myself from having them, so... Okay, we did that move back. Continue to build up this cycler a bit.
Copy that.
Just a little bit more yield there.
Roger that.
And yeah, we got uncommon and common scrap in addition to what we're already scrapping. We should be in a position to attack that vehicle next turn. I may now be close enough with the first motorized to the rail to do the replace, mass replace. OHQ, the green bus.
Roger that.
There we go. So they're now upgraded with the new truck. The entire unit's upgraded to the new truck type. That means it will probably go through petrol faster, but that's fine in the short run. And then we'll go ahead and scrap the old one. Scrap the 55 that's here.
Roger that.
And then we will go ahead and generate as replacements another 55 green buses. Green bus 2s. Oh, I don't have the industry to do that right now. Okay, we'll calmly wait for a moment. We at least want to get all 55 at the same time, I think. Anything else we need? No. And happiness is still improving in those locations? Yes. Cultural adaptation is still improving. Happiness improving. Workers is just about improving. Here we're having a little bit of a happiness issue. Low qual, high danger. We'll call you up.
Standing by.
We'll turn the taxes off for a moment in this little city. It's not like
Standing
the
by. Roger that.
the city is providing very much taxes. So turning the taxes off isn't going to really hurt.
Roger that.
And they'll double the gain. The restorative gain there, so be a little bit better.
Roger that.
Got 2 fate points. Not sure what we're going to do with the fate points. That's a different problem. We grab some person will, a person card, or some spotter drones. Okay, we can both plea of friendship and insult people. Cool. Yeah, I think we're at a point where we're going to go ahead and cycle the turn. Construction is going well, yes? Yeah. Have their second level in the landing ruins. Which, yeah, that's fair. Oh, maybe I should have queued up the high-tech industry for construction. We're still in sort of the early, middle-ish game. So I don't need a lot of high-tech parts. Don't need a lot of machine parts either. But having that level 1 factory is perfectly ideal. If they attack us, we hold firm. That's always good to see. In fact, they back off, so that works well. Okay. 100 infantry, 10 vehicles. We have 1 decision on round 62. Armored infantry army.
Roger that.
Nice, easy decision. And yes, with the tanks moving, we're going through the petrol quicker than we make it. That's understandable, even if I'm not super happy about it.
Roger that.
So as these guys are still complaining about not getting the fuel. They're getting some. Pickup issues, low log points. Okay. How to fix that? I think the answer is I need to build another truck hub somewhere. Actually, we probably don't need to build another... Well, I don't need to build another truck hub. I need to upgrade an existing truck hub. This one needs to be bigger.
Copy that.
Because it's being supplied either from this one or from this one. And this one's better, but it's far enough away that it's being pretty heavily penalized. This one's close enough that it's basically not being penalized, but it's also lower level. Right, it's leveling it up once, triples its output. Then I do want to get 1 level of high-tech industry, which will provide us probably somewhere between 5 to 2.5 times more high-tech parts than I need.
Yes,
But
sir.
one of those will be fine. 1 level of that will be fine. Or then it'll be a little overkill, but 1 level's fine. I probably still don't have the ability to go ahead and say I want... $55 of these, right? Not quite. Because we got enough building that I don't have very much surplus construction, is what's going on. Which is fine. Some of the stuff, let some of it finish and stop putting it back on, right? The bureaucratic office is going to finish next turn. That's a good one. That's not going to be put back on the queue again for a while. Cycling facility will probably finish. Cycling facility will probably finish, assuming they get enough industry. And we're actually net industry, right? So we're net industry with all that being built except for the high-tech and the truck station. So it'd be a little bit negative with that, but some of the other stuff finishing up will be fine. Yeah, okay. Well, looking at the time, I think it is time to put in a part break and go ahead and end the stream. I think we went from, at the beginning of the stream, we were like around about 4th or 5th. Since then, we did take over that city. That gave us a big boost. The cloning facilities, because we now have 3 functional, are starting to really ramp up our population in comparison to everyone else. We're literally growing ourselves towards victory. So as the side effect, we're in 2nd. We have the 2nd most amount of the planet. There's a lot of unclaimed planet at this point, because no one has more than 10% of the planet, and there's 6 of us, so we're probably sitting around about half the planet is claimed at this point. We have a 5th of the planet's population. First happens to have a little over a quarter. So at this point, a lot of the population is already claimed. I do have an idea where some of the unclaimed population may be. There are like 2 civilized miners out there that have some population in them. That's the unclaimed population. So we're making progress. We're definitely not falling behind. If anything, I'm going to probably be starting to contemplate we need to start fighting one of the majors once we can sort out our immediate problems. We probably do want more industry, probably want more petrol, and we want more and more and more people to work all the industry and petrol and stuff. I suppose before I save, before I forget, I'm probably going to want more money, because I'm looking at the funds slowly draining away. But yeah, so that's the victory score progress. We're definitely making some victory score progress. Emperor dashboard, we're most of them keeping truthful. There's been a couple demands that we haven't been able to do. And failing demand is usually worse than telling them no. So I think this high keep up here has got some population. And Icunum commune over there probably has some population. The warmongers, right? So there is definitely an argument that we want to run west to get the commune, and northwest to get up to Highland Keep. So I think once I get all the trucks upgraded, I may be tempted. And we deal with the stuff over here. Trucks upgraded to build another round of motorized guys to go out west. But that'll be in the next stream, so I'll have more time to think about it. If you're watching on YouTube, at the current recording schedule, there will be a part up for you tomorrow. Because I should have probably already recorded it to you by the time you're hearing this, though it's 4 days in my future. That'll be like a day or two in your past, if you're watching this live, or watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this live on Twitch, I am trying to keep to a 4-game, 4-day, 4-night cycle sort of thing, where I record 4 parts every night. Tonight was Shadow Empire. Obviously we'll be back to this in 4 nights. Tomorrow will be the return of Grand Technician Civil War. That one might not be 4 parts. That was a little bit weird because I'm going to break out the battles in that one. So whether there's will probably be more than 4 parts, but whether there's 4 campaign parts or 4 battle parts or whatever is where that one gets a little bit complicated. But that'll be tomorrow. Day after that will be the Long Dark. The day after that will be the return of Victoria 3. A new Victoria 3 patch dropped 1.9.6, which if you're watching this on YouTube will probably be in your past, so that might not be new to you by then. But it's new to me, still. 1.9.6 just dropped, so we're going to play another round of the Great Qing, see if things change, see if we can get things going a little bit faster. They did buff the electricity by lowering its construction cost. So that's a major step with electrifying everything. It should now be a little bit easier to get the electricity going in a viable way. And then the day after that will be the Shadow Empire again. The cloning facilities are definitely helping us keep the up population-wise, even though we don't really necessarily have a lot of territory with people in it. We're making people, not claiming people at the moment. Would be nice to maybe run out and go ahead and try to claim Highland Keep population and Eco Communes Keep, or Eco Communes population. Though I'm not necessarily sure how many people they have out there. It's like 15, 27, 40, 60. Yeah, it's like 13% unclaimed. 13-14% unclaimed. So they've got some population. They're maybe got as much as Blackland and Nubelbun each, maybe. If that's the only miners out there. So yeah, there's definitely some population out there to claim. And that'd probably be worth trying to claim before everyone else does, just to keep our population high and keep everyone else's low. Paysandor is the leader. Do we know where Paysandor is? So you're not Paysandor. You're not Paysandor. So we don't actually know where Paysandor is right now. So the verbal score leader, we don't know where they are. Which does make it a little bit hard for us to say punch them. We can't contest the score leader if we don't know the score leader is. But yeah, so that's where we're going to go ahead and leave for this stream. If you're watching on YouTube, as I said, they'll be part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, the next stream of this will be in 4 days, whereas the next stream, well, we'll have another stream every night. It just won't be in this game. And with that, that's the save. So, wish you all the best of luck and a good time, and catch you all in the next part. And bye for now.